The Guyana Water Incorporated held a press conference earlier today at the New Amsterdam Town Hall. More details in this report. Residents of East Kanji, No. 2 Village and Quarantine areas are among those that have been experiencing fluctuations in the quality and supply of water being received from the Guyana Water Incorporated. Several protests have been held over the last 2 weeks at various locations, including the GWI Chesney location. In response to these protest actions, officials of GWI, including Managing Director Dr. Richard Van West Charles, held a press conference earlier today to explain to the residents the cause of the recent shortage of water supply. In his opening statement, Dr. Van West Charles explained,
"We know the residents between New Amsterdam and number 69 and the quarantine have been having difficulties in terms of access, continuous access to water. We have arrived at the point in which 9 pump stations have been having challenges with respect to the voltages coming in from GPL, together with 2 treatment plants, one here in New Amsterdam and one at Port Morant. The generation from and the quality of the power coming in from GPL has not been at the optimum level for our infrastructure to respond. That is the pumps within the pump stations."
Dr. Charles explained some of the initiatives that have been taken by the Guyana Water Incorporated to have the matter addressed.
As part of our solution, at least with respect to the treatment plants, we've been able to place generators at New Amsterdam and at Port Morant treatment plants. It is no secret that GWI does not have all of the generators that are required in case of outages coming from GPL. We have been in touch, and Mr. Shaker will elaborate, with the senior officials of GPL, and they have been working with us and guiding us as to when the situation will return to some degree of normalcy. I think it's important for the residents to understand that without power, we are unable to produce the water.
Director of Countrywide Operations, Mr. Dwayne Shako, in his address, explained the problems the company has been experiencing in relation to power supply from the Guyana Power and Light Incorporated.
Just like your system at home that uses 110 volts. Now many of you can relate to your situation at home. That if your voltage drops at home, your fridge goes off, your lights start flickering, and many times your appliances can't work. Now the problem we're having is that the voltages that we're receiving is 380 volts, 360 volts, 320 volts, 390 volts to run a motor that is designed to operate at 415 volts. Many times I have forced my team here to even push these motors to run, and within 5 minutes, 3 minutes, they damage. And these motors, one of these motors costs us $3 million a piece. So the voltages that we're having in Berbicians has been very inconsistent, and the quality of power we're receiving is very bad.
According to Mr. Shako, GWI is in constant contact with GPL to have the matter resolved urgently.
I have been in contact with some of the senior operators of GPL, the operations director, the Berbicians senior engineer, and all of these guys. And they've explained to me that they're having some difficulties at the cane field system, where they're having some generation problems, and they're presently pushing power from Skellon. So the stations that are affected are the stations that are now on the lower end of the system, which is the stations in the Kanji area and the lower quarantine. The stations on the upper quarantine now that are closer to Skellon, which is the Crabwood Creek, number 75, and all of these stations, Queenstown, they're not affected because they're closer now to the generation site. If KNC was in operation, then the quality of power in the Kanji area now would have been better, because now the Canefield station would have been closer now to the generation site.
Dr. Van West Charles has indicated his intention to hold public meetings with affected residents to listen to and address their concerns. Meanwhile, he stated that the water issue should be resolved by mid-next week. Sasha Ramzaran reporting for Channel 8 News.